Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers. My name is AFarCryAway, and today I'm bringing you guys some SSX 3 on a PlayStation 2 emulator for my PC. I got to watch the Russian Badgers video on SSX 3, and I instantly had a nostalgia kick, and I had to play the game. So here it is for you guys in all of its low-resolution glory. But hey, the game is in 60 frames, so I really cannot complain. I had to work out a few things in the emulator to get it to work, but oh my gosh, man. If you get a PlayStation 2 emulator, get this game, because it's so much fun. It's so fucking fun. Like, everything about it is great. It has a great soundtrack, has great gameplay, has a lot of really, like, unique characters, and it has personality, and that's a thing that EA games have kind of been lacking recently. I mean, as much as I love Titanfall and Battlefield, and they do have their own separate identities, and they do both feel like really good and complete game worlds, I still always have a nostalgia kick for any kind of game that brings me back to my Tony Hawk, glory days. I used to spend hours and hours and hours of my life clocking in and playing, Tony Hawk, and then playing like SSX Tricky, and just kind of sitting there and taking it all in and beating the games because they were just fun games. And it's kind of hard to find an experience like that anymore. I feel like playing games now, it's not a chore, no, but it feels a lot less involved than it used to. And I'm not sure if that's like actually the thing or if that's just the member berries kicking in, but who knows. But even though we've had all of these advancements in gaming and technology, it's just kind of nice to go back and play a game that still holds up this well to this day, and SSX 3 holds up very, very well. Everything about it's fun, and honestly, I don't think we've had a better snowboarding game since this game. The only recent snowboarding kind of game that's come out has been Snow and Steep, and Snow I think just got snowboards in it, if it might not even have them yet. And then Steep also came out, and I've been kind of hearing mixed things about Steep, and to be honest with you guys, the gameplay doesn't look exactly that enthralling. The whole open world idea was really cool, but I mean, SSX 3 was almost kind of doing that already. And that was back in the PlayStation 2 days, so I think that kind of says something for the innovation in the snowboarding genre. And to be quite frank, I don't think people really want snowboarding simulation. I'm sure a few people do, don't get me wrong, and I love skates, so there is definitely like a market for kind of closer to simulator games. But the more zany that you make these kind of sports games, the better they are usually, because they add a lot more replayability that way. You don't just go for score attacks and doing a slightly better trick than someone. It ends up becoming, well, have you ever played Tony Hawk's Underground 2? And see, that's my point exactly. If you've ever played that game, that's zaniness on a whole nother scale of zaniness. I think at one point you played as a disabled kid in a wheelchair that was motorized, so you were basically going skateboarding with a motorized chair scooter. And, yeah, that's not normal, but hey, it was actually really cool, and it was memorable, and that's something that a lot of games nowadays cannot accomplish. So all in all, like, nostalgia is important because you can see that there's actually a lot of games that do hold up well. Now, there's a lot that don't, and you're going to get really crushed when you play it on your emulator and realize, oh shit, this game is terrible. But there are going to be some diamonds in the rough, and I think SSX 3 is definitely a diamond in the rough. So if you ever get a chance to get a PlayStation 2 emulator, which if you do a little bit of, online research, it really does not take much to figure out how to get one working. Yeah, and you can download the ROMs, and there you go. You pretty much can play it for free. And yeah, play SSX 3. Very fun game. 10 out of 10. IGN. Would recommend. But then again, nobody listens to IGN anymore anyway. So I hope you all enjoyed this kind of off-the-cuff video here. And hope you subscribe and like the video and all that good stuff, because that's what you guys do best. I mean, you're not getting paid to do it, and you're definitely not like a professional hit the like button or person, but hey, I'm just getting off on a weird tangent here. Also, hit that bell, because apparently, unless you're a cow, you don't stay subscribed. I don't really understand how this works. But yeah, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.